Josh, is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Okay, some people starting to sign in. Can you see anything? Can you hit the chat box? Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can see anything. Just need to know, because our check didn't work earlier on. Just checking. So if you are listening in and you can hear me, can you please hit the chat button and let me know, please? Thank you. Hi everyone, Ray McLennan here, sitting at home in Edinburgh. Just waiting to see if anyone can hear me, see me, anyone out there? I see there's some people starting to join in, but I'm not sure if you can see anything. If you can see anything, please let me know. People started to sign in, thank you. We are live. Oh, lots of people starting to join in there. Good. Can you see anything? Can you hear anything? Let me know. We are live. Is there anybody there? I'm not hearing anything from anybody. Okay. Okay, my technical support is not answering the phone. I've been ringing him for half an hour. Is there anybody there? Anyone can speak? Can anybody hit the chat button and chat? I can see a blank YouTube video page with static. Oh, right, okay. That's not terribly good. A blank YouTube video page with static. Thank you, Rita, for letting me know. Thank you, thank you. Showcase, cameraman, showcase. Screen share, chat. Richard, hi. Same here, but seem to work in YouTube. Okay, yes, me too, thank you. So you can see only static, okay. Yes, on YouTube, but not here, okay. What are you seeing on YouTube? Okay. You can see me on YouTube, okay. Can you see the screen? If I do the screen share, there we are. Let's go to here and go to share my entire screen, share, Ash. Can you see anything? Can you see Business Lifestyle Summit exclusive online training? Can you see that? See your screen and hear me. Good, thank you. Can you see when it says Business and Lifestyle Summit? Can anyone let me know if you can see that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can see me. Great. Can you see my screen? Thank you. Yes, you can see the screen. So can you see Business and Lifestyle Summit exclusive live online training in front of you on the screen? You can see it on YouTube. Okay. Is it filling up the whole screen or just a piece of the screen? Because I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to see. We're about to start in a few minutes, but I can't actually see it on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Me too. Okay, good. So are you seeing one page or are you seeing all the bits down the side? Sorry, I'm trying to get my tech support guy, but he's not answering. Therefore, I have been for the last 30 minutes fumbling about a little bit. Okay, chat. You can see it on YouTube. All righty. Okay, you can see that on YouTube. Can you see? What can you see? Can anybody tell me if you can see one page or on the left-hand side of your screen, can you see all the other slides? You can see the page and the tiny screens on the side. Great. Okay, now I know something. Thank you for that feedback. So if I do that, can you all now just see one page? Tell me if in the next few seconds before we start, you can all see one page that says Unlimited Success, Business and Lifestyle Summit. I'm going to escape out of this because I have a bit of an issue seeing the box. Bits down the side of the middle screen, just one page. Good, good. So if I click on that, we're getting just one page. That is excellent, excellent. It's not doing a lot for me because I can't see the whole thing, but there we go. Never mind. Yes, now one page, only you on YouTube. Web link will not show the live stream, only on YouTube, so you cannot interact, just can watch okay on YouTube. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know, appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, in the chat box, that's excellent, thank you. So we'll go here and we'll go there in a second. So you can see all of that down there, that's fine. That's great. Only part of screen, okay. It is, I've got a lot of messages coming down on my side of the screen, so a lot of people are letting me know what you can see. Thank you to Richard, thank you to Rita, thank you to Peter, thank you to Savas, thank you to lots of people. Ah, here's my technical support coming in. Hello, Josh. Hello. Are you there? What can you see? Hello. Can't get him. Okay. So we're about 6 minutes away from starting. We're having a couple of technical issues because I'm not all bits down the side, only part of the screen. Okay, that's great. Thank you. There's my dog helpfully barking in the background despite asking her to keep it out of the way. Is there anything else that could possibly interfere? I have no idea. We have 6 minutes left to go. Okay, only a YouTube screen, says Craig. Only a YouTube screen, okay. You're not seeing Business Lifestyle Summit? Okay, you're not seeing Business and Lifestyle Summit. Alrighty, we'll need to try only a YouTube screen, okay. 19:55, so it's 5 minutes left to go before we start. There are 5 minutes to go before we start. There's quite a few people joining in right now, which is good, that's fine. There we go. 5 minutes before we start. My technical guy is trying to fix something from the other side. So, whoa. Okay, jolly good. So you can just see the screen, but you can't see me. I'm not sure what's wrong with my phone, but I can see the presentation fine on YouTube. I can see the presentation looks good. Oh, so it's looking good. Okay. Can you see one screen or all the little ones? Down the side. Oh. Okay. Everyone will need to click and watch the video on the YouTube link. Okay, okay. So everyone clicking and looking at the video on the YouTube link. All right. You didn't get my message on YouTube. Someone's saying, no, I didn't get any message on YouTube because I'm not in YouTube. I'm in a webinar section. I'm in the webinar, I suppose, the presenter section, which should let me see something on YouTube, but it doesn't seem to be, so I don't know. Okay, so you can see just one screen. All right, we've got 4 minutes left to go. Okay, we have 4 minutes left to start, I should say. Let me just see. Can you see a picture of me now? Can you see a picture of me? Can you see a picture of me introducing Ray McLennan? If you can, please let me know if you can see that. I've gone back. Okay. Okay. So 3 minutes before we start. We have 3 minutes to start. Okay. So it shows a black screen with watch the video on YouTube. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard, for getting in there. Thank you. Let me know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A couple of other things coming in. There we go. So we've got a couple of minutes to go before we start. A couple of minutes. All looking good. Okay, so I'm going to hit that presenter. I've just okay, we've got 2 minutes to go before Business Lifestyle Summit. Exclusive online training begins with a complimentary gift for you for joining in. Thank you very much. As you'll probably tell by my accent, some of you will be tell by my accent that I am Scottish. I'm sitting in Edinburgh at the moment. it is Burns night. And it was Burns night, but there are some Burns parties going on just now. There's also some Burns parties going, Robert Burns stuff going on tomorrow night as well, all of which I've missed out on so far, but we'll maybe get a bit of a haggis on Saturday, something like that. So we're just about to start the Unlimited Success Business Lifestyle Summit, the exclusive live online training, just about to start. So there'll be some good stuff coming up for you. If you stick with me for the next 40 minutes to the next hour, there will be a complimentary gift for you for staying and listening, to thank you very much for that. So we're just about to start off. Do tag in, let me know where you're from. It's nice to know where people are in the country, rather than just, you know, you're not just down the road. I'm in Scotland. It's actually cold here. It's been quite mild recently, but very cold. But I see on the weather up north has been 13 degrees. And when I say up north, I mean Inverness and beyond. And London seems to be suffering with the cold at -2, that sort of thing. So here we are. We are ready to rock, or ready to roll. It is 8 o'clock now. It is the Business and Lifestyle Summit exclusive online training with a complimentary gift to you. So we've just kicked off, and let me introduce myself. This is me. For those of you who have met me before, good evening and welcome. But that is me there. I am Ray McLennan, and I'll be your presenter for the next 45 minutes, for the next hour, just to talk you through this this short, exclusive live and online training. And I am the regional manager for Angel's Den. So if you've ever watched Dragon's Den on the television, that is the pantomime version of what we do for real. We do match entrepreneurs, we match businesses, we match established businesses, we match startups, we match tech companies, we match those businesses with the people who have money. Now, there are lots of reasons why people want to invest in startups. Right now, at this moment in time, it's probably the best time in human history to start a business. It probably is the best time. There are so many things that you can do for free or little cost, and there's so much money around and so much money available to invest in businesses. And there's the tax incentives to invest in a business, EIS, SEIS relief. I'm not going to go into them tonight, but they are important. They are a big deal, and they are something that you should take a look at and investigate if you are interested in starting your own business. So I would encourage you to take a look at EIS. It stands for Enterprise Investment Scheme, or SEIS, which stands for Seed Enterprise Investment Scheme. So I'm the regional manager for Angel's Den. I cover Scotland for equity investments, and I cover the UK for property investments. But we have offices and we have people covering the whole of the UK. So there are enablers all over the UK who can meet you, discuss your business idea with you, and match you up with funding. So that's what I do. I certainly was a multi-business owner. I have sold some of those businesses off, but I still own a number of businesses, and I have experience in a number of areas when it comes to business. So I have imported beer and wine. I used to import beer from Germany back when beer in the UK was sort of a bit wishy-washy. I mean, you can get all sorts of craft beer now. You get beer from all over the world, but some of the younger people listening to this will not realize that a few years ago there was very little choice when it came to beer. And I started importing beer, then I started importing wine, and started importing champagne. I had a shop doing that, and then I supplied, so that was retail. I then started supplying wholesale to restaurants and to hotels and that sort of sector. So retail and wholesale, bit of experience in both. I then started in my own restaurant business. Eventually, we got to 12, so we got to quite a few in a variety of different locations, some in major cities and some in sort of smaller towns. Had about 150 people working at one particular point in time, and was still importing some wine for myself, but really got into sort of running restaurants. There was a major sort of change in me and my thinking and my outlook, which is something you can certainly learn from. I met, after I was with 2 restaurants, I met a results accountant, and he introduced me to a book called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, and that's Gerber, G-E-R-B-E-R. And this book was all about systems and processes and about how to systematize a business, how to work on the business, not in the business. And the E-Myth, if you haven't read it, I encourage you to do so, but E stands for the entrepreneurial myth. And the entrepreneurial myth says that just because you are a good technician, as in a good chef, that does not mean that you should suddenly automatically become a restaurant owner. If you are a good hairdresser, it doesn't mean that you should suddenly own a hairdressing salon, because there's a big, big difference between being a technician and owning and operating a business as a business owner. And the entrepreneurial myth is that anyone can do it. Well, technically, yes, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it with the right system, with the right guidance, with the right mentoring, with the right help and assistance. Then yes, anyone can do it. So I went from a small number of restaurants up to a larger number of restaurants, and then understood a system and how that system worked. And I have managed to carry that on through. Now, when I sold the restaurants off, I got into a bit of a legal bun fight over leases and all sorts of things, and I engaged a solicitor, and the solicitor told me what the bill would be for all the work that we were going to have to do, and I was to divide that cost with a partner. And we agreed, the partner and I agreed how much that would be. And at the end of the day, when the lawyer finished everything, his bill was about 3 times higher. But my partner wouldn't pay the half share. They only wanted to pay the part they'd agreed. So I ended up having an Alec Ferguson hairdryer moment with a solicitor, my solicitor, and he said, well, if you think being a lawyer is easy, you should do it. So I became a lawyer. I became a lawyer and ended up working in corporate law. So having ran my own business, I was now sitting behind a desk being a lawyer. But of course, when you've run your own business, you can't really suddenly start to practice law and ignore everything else, because you're so used to running your own business. You're so used to looking at the photocopier contract, closing the windows to stop the heat escaping, switching off the lights, picking up paper clips, all that kind of carry on. And I eventually got into showing lawyers how to run their firm as a business rather than as a law firm, because there's a big difference. So got into legal services, effectively discussing with lawyers how they can make their business more effective, how they can make more profit. I had a blog called No Business for Old Men, The Future of the Legal Profession, and did a book called How Not to Get Sued Online, and another one called No Business for Old Men, Future of the Legal Profession, which was all very well, entertaining. And I used to do a little bit of public speaking at the time, mostly to lawyers. And it was at one of those events that the chap who founded Angel's Den, just literally a year or so before we met, he founded Angel's Den and said, you should come and work with us because it's great fun and much better than working with lawyers. So I'm also right now a professional keynote speaker. So I speak to, I suppose, internet startups, to hubs. If you've heard of Entrepreneurial Spark, I do chats to them, helping all their starter businesses. I explain to them how they can start a business with practically no money, how you incorporate a business, how you can deal with shareholders and all that sort of carry on, all of which you could do at little or no cost. So there's loads of things that you could do. So my journey, I had years of struggle and firefighting, lots of years in struggle and firefighting. Too much month at the end of the money, you've probably all experienced that. Always paid others first. So that really, for a long part of my time, was really how I dealt with things. Lots of struggling, lots of firefighting, dealing with issues, working in the business, not on it, and almost too much month left at the end of the money. Even when you work for yourself, even when you're trading, you've got to pay all the staff, you've got to pay all the suppliers, everybody, and yet I was doing most of the work, but I was getting paid last, and that's not the way to go about things. So it's always very useful to learn and to constantly grow and develop and find out how these things could change and how they can be better, and there's always a better way. So after joining Unlimited Success, you'll see at the top there the company Unlimited Success. After joining and finding out all about how things went. I joined for a particular reason, which I won't go into here, but it was basically to do about finding suitable business opportunities for Angel's Den. Really, this is one of the reasons, or the main reason why I joined. And I started to find lots of business opportunities and lots of people who were well trained in helping people to grow their business, and people who had a business who were happy to come along and learn how to do that business properly. And it makes it so much easier when you're trying to raise finance for somebody. It makes it so much easier if they understand what they're doing, they understand the concept of working on the business, not in the business, and that makes it so much easier from a credibility point of view. And if you have a team of people behind you that you're working with, then it makes it so much easier to get finance, because angels and investors like to look at the team and the credibility of the team, the experience of the team, the knowledge of the team. So after joining Unlimited Success, I learned even more systems. I started in a mentoring program, and that was something I knew about, I was aware about for many years, that having a mentor, having someone you could talk to, look up to, someone who'd been there before, someone who'd bought the t-shirt, as the saying goes, someone who'd made all the mistakes. I kind of didn't have that in the early days. I struggled along like everyone else, thinking, well, I'll find out how I go. But I didn't have any formal mentoring program, and things didn't really take off for me until I started in a formal mentoring program. So I very quickly immersed myself in Unlimited Success, and I very quickly learned all about speaking, and I became a keynote speaker, a much better trained keynote speaker, much better able to deliver good quality content from the stage, as opposed to, some of you may have seen death by PowerPoint, which I'm trying not to do here, but you probably sat through. If you're anything like me, you would have sat through all of that. So I'm giving a big success welcome, a big thank you to everyone at Unlimited Success, to Rob Moore and to Mark Homer, a big thank you for allowing me to do this, because had it not been for them, I would not be here talking to you. I wouldn't have learned about webinars. I wouldn't have learned systems. I wouldn't have been able to deliver to as many people as I have. And in the last year, my journey has really taken off, and I'm very, very grateful to them for that. It's great fun, and I'm glad I did it. So here am I in my element. That's me presenting. That was down in London. As you can see in the background, it's got Angel's Den. How to ensure you get funded in less than 20 slides. And it says experience from 5,000 pitches a year for the last 9 years in 10 countries. So that's Angel's Den. We are UK based. Head office is the UK, but we have offices in Mexico, Germany. We've been in Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, all over the place. So that's a decent presentation, I have to say so myself. How to get funded in less than 20 slides always goes down really well. It's always one that people want to hear me deliver, and to hear other people within Angel's Den deliver. So here's your bonus for tonight, which you'll be getting in about 30-40 minutes time. And you can see it's a very, very topical subject right now. Everyone's going on about this. Very, very topical. And lots of people saying, lots of even angels even saying, well, what's going to happen? What will happen when Britain eventually comes out of Europe? There's lots of talk, lots of talking heads appearing on the television, lots of gloom and doom merchants, and also lots of people speaking quite a bit of sense. And one of the people that speaks an awful lot of sense is Mark Homer. Now, Mark Homer is one of the founder members of Unlimited Success. He's a very wealthy individual. He owns a number of properties, I mean, something like 700, variety of businesses, and he is a writer. He's written a book called Low Cost, High Life, and another book called Uncommon Sense, and they're both full of hints, tricks, tips, and discoveries in the world of wealth finance. So when he speaks or he blogs or he puts a post up, he doesn't do that much, but when he does, it's very, very, very well worth listening to. So this Brexit survival guide will help you, and he will share with you all those things, and it says in this turbulent time. Now, that bonus for you, there's another bonus coming later on, but that bonus will be yours if you turn up at the Business Lifestyle Summit, which I know everyone here, I think, has put your name down to attend. So thank you for that. It will be coming up soon, and we will all be ready and waiting to welcome you. And at that event, you will get a copy of the Brexit Survival Guide. So why attend a Business Lifestyle Summit? Well, BLS, Business Lifestyle Summit, you will discover the strategies that work. It's as simple as that. They work. People are doing these strategies all the time and are changing their lives as a result of adapting those strategies. You will get to understand one that is right for you, because they won't all be for you, but you will discover one that is, and you will know it when it happens. A bit like meeting that person that, across a crowded room. You just know when your eyes meet, you just know that's the right one for you. So when we present these strategies over the course of the 2 days of the Business Lifestyle Summit, there will be one that leaps out at you. There might be 2 or 3. Some people see 4 or 5 strategies. But when it comes to strategies and it comes to learning, I always take an approach of a 3-pronged approach, which is mindset, training, and strategies. So your mindset needs to be correct. So if you're going to be self-employed, you need to understand that requires a different mindset from someone working. So once you understand what that mindset is, once you have looked at some of the training possibilities, then you can work out your strategy. But there is a strategy literally for everyone. So there will be one there for you. I'd be very, very surprised if there wasn't. So, but lots of people, yeah, I don't have any time. I haven't got the time to do all of this. I'm busy. Well, it's one of those things. You always find the time for the things that, I suppose, motivate you, fire you up, G you up, and generally get you out of bed in the morning. Now, when it comes to having any time, a lot of people, well, I'm working and I have no energy, I'm too tired. When I get home, I just want to chill out. I just want to relax. I just want to veg in front of the telly. I don't really be wanting to be, working all the time. I mean, what is it with people that work all the time? They're workaholics. I've heard that, and why are you doing this? Some people say to me, you're doing this at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. What's wrong with you? Well, the reason why I'm doing it is because I like it. It's great fun. So when you do what you enjoy, you'll find the time for it. It's like the analogy of the man who comes home from work and he plonks his briefcase down or his work tools down or whatever and slumps in the chair and says, to his wife, look, I'm just pushed. And she says, can you fix this? Can you take the bins out? Can you do something? He's like, oh, come on, leave me alone. Just give me 5 minutes. Or the other way around, it could be women as well, coming in from work and being asked to do something or help out. And it's just suddenly, I have no energy, I'm drained. But then you get a phone call from somebody. It might be a friend that says, hey, I've got, that golf range that's down there that's been booked up for months? Well, I managed to get a slot tonight. I've got a slot in the next half hour for 2 people. Do you want to come? You would suddenly find the energy. You'd suddenly find the energy and the time, and you'd be off out the door like a shot. Equally so, anything else, a friend that you haven't seen for a long time that suddenly appears in town and wants to go out, you will get the energy and you'll find the time. So the next, I suppose, excuse some people say is, I wish I had more money. Yeah, well, I'd go to this business lifestyle, but it's I need a train fare, or I haven't got any money, or I'm going to be working that day because I've got to earn some money for that day. Well, if you wish you had more time and you wish you had more money, then this is for you. If you're thinking those things, then you really ought to attend. I was sat where you are now less than 2 years ago, and I looked at the whole thing and I thought, oh yeah, it's just a bit like that. I haven't got the time, I haven't got the money, I can't really, I don't want to travel all the way there to see something, and and I made the effort. I put one foot in front of the other, and I said, well, do you know what have I got to lose? I'm going to go along. I'll discover some strategies, I'll see something. I attended, and it was probably one of the best things I ever did. So if you think you don't have any time and you wish you had more money, well, that's the very reason why you should be doing this. The very reason why you should be doing this. So what is it? Where is it? It's being held in the offices in Peterborough. You'll get all the joining instructions about that. But Peterborough is, 60 minutes from London. I'm in Edinburgh. It takes me 4.5 hours to get to Peterborough, and I'm there quite a lot these days. And it's a journey I look forward to, because the train now, I can sit on the train, I can work, I can type things up, I can put my thoughts down in a laptop. It's a great journey. I switch the phone off because you can't really answer the phone anyway on the train because it's usually a poor signal. But I go to Peterborough a number of times, and the Business Lifestyle Summit is being held in Peterborough for 2 full days. And you'll see there 8:30 to 9 registration each day, 6:30 finish each day. It is a limited opportunity because there's only so many seats in the room. It is overbooked. We usually overbook. In the restaurant business, I used to overbook, because on a Saturday night when you're busy, you don't want a table of 4 not turning up. So you would overbook. I would always take people that came to the door, because that was, you know, money there, rather than a booking that was running late and they may or may not turn up. So this is a busy, busy day. There's dinner on the Saturday night, and all the speakers and experts will be there, so you can have dinner with them, but that's first come, first served. So there might be 300 or 400 people that are attending this, but only about 20 to 30 can go to dinner. And the people that arrive first will be asked if you would like to go to dinner. And if you want to go to dinner, you put your name down. So it's as simple as that. You put your name down for dinner, and you can come to dinner. If you don't, you can't. Now, it says here 8:30 to 9 a.m. registration each day. Now, I just want to say something about that, because when I turned up to this, and these events always sell out, they are always full up. But when I attended, you know, I came from a long way, and it's true, the further you come, the more likely you are to be on time, and the closer you are, the more likely you are to be late. Well, I came from Edinburgh. I came down the night before. I stayed at the Premier Inn at Hampton in Peterborough. There are other hotels, there are other places to stay, there's serviced accommodation and all sorts of things in Peterborough. But I came down the night before, I stayed at the hotel, and I wandered over to be there for sort of 8:30. You know, that's just, I don't do that all the time, but on this occasion I was quite keen to see what was going on. So I wandered over, I got there for 8:30. The doors were closed and there was already a queue outside. So I wasn't first. I think I was probably, I don't know, about 30 or 40th in. And I went in, and at 9 a.m, the doors were closed. The doors were closed, and we went into, at that time it was being held upstairs, and downstairs was for tea, coffee, all that, registration and so on. I went upstairs, but I looked down behind me and people were being locked out. Now, at the first break, which I think it was about 10:30, something like that, I went downstairs and there were still people outside, and they were getting quite angry because they weren't allowed in. Now, the joining instructions will say to you, it's 8:30 to 9 a.m. registration. Please, please, please get there for 8:30 to 9 a.m. Now, thank you to you for making the effort to come on this webinar. Not everyone who has received a webinar invite is here and will not be hearing the information that you're hearing. So if you want to make sure that you have a seat, be there between 8:30 and 9, because they will close the doors and people will get locked out. If you want to come to dinner, put your name down on the list. If you're early, you can put your name down on the list. If you're not, you can't. Okay, so I think I've bashed that point on long enough. It is 2 full days, 8:30 to 9 registration, and it is limited opportunity. So what do you learn? Day one. Well, on day one, we're going to have systems and leverage. We're going to have raising joint venture finance, making money online, and wealth mindset. So you will learn more than that. Obviously, there is more than that, but that's just some of the things that you will learn on day one. So who is this gorgeous chap in the stripy shirt? That is Rob Moore. Rob Moore is the founder of Unlimited Success. He's the co-founder with Mark Homer of Unlimited Success. That is his book, Life Leverage, which is well worth getting on Amazon and on Audible. You could get the book or you can get the audio book. It is a great, great book all about life leverage, how to get more done in less time, outsource everything and live your ideal mobile lifestyle. And if you follow some of the strategies in there, then you certainly will. So there's a lot of conversation. There'll be a lot of presentation there about systems and leverage. Systems and leverage, time management, time management, and Rob Moore will be introducing a keynote speaker as well. So a bit more on who the keynote speaker will be later on, but he's been on television, he's quite a guy, it will be quite a session, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So systems and leverage, Rob Moore. You'll also learn about raising joint venture finance. Now, raising finance of all types. Raising angel finance for dummies. There's me. That's me. Well, that's not a picture of me, but that's Raising Angel Finance book. I will be talking about raising joint venture finance and how to raise angel finance, how to put your presentation together in such a way that you stand the best chance of getting funded. Because just turning up, just asking, just filling in a form doesn't cut it these days. The banks are not lending. There's more than one way to raise money. There's lots of ways to raise money, and I will be showing you how you can do that. And wealth mindset. Now that smiling chap there is Mark Homer. Mark Homer is the other co-founder of Unlimited Success. And Mark Homer will be doing a keynote speech, and his keynote speech will be around his books, and he has a very, very good wealth mindset. Now that is slightly different to a money mindset, which is a different thing altogether. Making money online, there's at least 3 strategies that you're going to learn as well, at least 3, possibly more. Now, those strategies are being delivered by some very, very good speakers. I mean, one of them is Catherine Turner. And Catherine Turner has just recently visited 8 European cities in 3 weeks. And she's going to come back and talk on the stage and tell you all about how she makes money online. She proudly admits that after she started out, she became the lead trainer on one of the Discovery Days, speaking to over 100 people in person about the great opportunity. And she was sat at her desk just a couple of years ago and couldn't believe that this is her life now. She is now, actually, she says she's living the dream that she'd thought, and there's no reason why you can't do the same. Now, if you're ready to learn about making money online and how to take up the opportunity, then that's just another reason for you to get excited about the Business Lifestyle Summit. So you'll learn from Catherine. She's a great speaker. She was speaking recently in Brighton to about 3,000 people, and that went down extremely well. Feedback was great from that. So that's day 1. Day 2, you've got business money mindset, which is different. There are some subtle differences between business money mindset and wealth mindset. So you're going to learn about business money mindset, social media, creating a vision and setting goals, and internet marketing. So business money mindset, social media. Here's this chap. Let me just talk about business money mindset for a second. But that social media chap there, that's Paul O'Mahony, or I think it's O'Mahony. Irish guy, tells you all about social media training. Lovely, lovely guy. His presentation is a lesson in artistry itself. It's very, very entertaining. I've seen him a couple of times. I can't wait to see him again. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. The business money mindset is going to be delivered to you by Dylan Danesha, and he is one of the speakers you're really going to want to be in the room with. He'll be bringing his vision on business mindset tips, his speaking tips, financial tips, and vision tips and ideas to the event. And he has something very, very important to share with you. It's that you are your biggest asset, and you should therefore invest in yourself. Now, he's an entrepreneur, but he's also changed the lives of many others. He never knew how to sell, but after a life-changing moment, he's learned how to do that extremely well. And it's not about learning, cheesy sales technique or anything like that. This is cutting-edge stuff. This is stuff that, wouldn't have worked a few years ago, but is working enormously well now. Now, Dylan became a volunteer in Africa for UNESCO, and his vision for a better world changed everything, and the success he'll share with you can help you in your development and obviously onto your own success. So he will teach you how to remove the fear factor, and you can start to begin getting whatever message you want to get across in a much clearer, confident fashion. So he can show you about speaking tips, the business mindset, creating a vision, setting goals, bringing in a bonus money, and he has a system for professional speaking, tools for professional speaking that are proven. So from you having the right vision, setting goals, and having a confident communication approach, you can notice a big change instantly in your life. What you will learn day 2, creating a vision and setting goals. And then internet marketing. Now, there's another great speaker on day 2, and this guy is one you really want to take the time to come and see. And that is this chap here called Simon Coulson. Now, there is Simon Coulson on the left. That's also Simon Coulson on the right of that picture. And the picture in the middle is him speaking at an event in London with thousands of people. And at that event, there was Sir Alan Sugar, Richard Branson, you know, you name them, they were there. And he was one of the speakers there. And he talks about internet marketing. And you think, oh, right, okay, yeah, I know about internet marketing. Probably not in the way that he is going to open your eyes to. Now, I have 4 children, and I have an older son and daughter, and my older son is going on his internet marketing journey with Simon Coulson, and he's really looking forward to it. He's also been let's say trained, he's been trained, mentored and looked after again by Paul O'Mahony. So my son has discovered that of all the strategies that were there, he really liked the online one, and he's really looking forward to getting his teeth into that. Now, you will see at the event there'll be people of all ages, all creeds, colors, sexes, sizes, you name it. There's youngsters there, there's people in their 60s and 70s there that want to change, and there is something quite literally for everyone. And it's not true to say that the youngsters all lean towards internet marketing or social media, because that's not what it's all about. If you have ever been on the internet, you can be making money from the internet. If you've ever been on social media, you can make money from social media. And it's shockingly simple how easy it is and how little effort it takes, but it's about knowing which buttons to press. That's what it is all about. And there's also another chap, I'm not going to mention his name, but he has a system for trading, which is a key part of the modern world we live in. And he will be showing you strategies that can help generate leads and sales and manage your business wherever you are in the world. So you can combine extra revenue and freedom. Now, that speaker is a multi-millionaire. He's trained over 400,000 people since the year 2000, and he's coming to this event. He is coming to share his abundance of knowledge, and it again is something to behold. His investment strategies are easy to follow, and you'll be able to learn them. So it's not only an inspiring event, but it's also great fun. You know, and what's life for if you can't have fun? I'm reading a testimonial from a lady. It says, "My jaws were aching with laughter during part of the public speaking afternoon. I left buzzing with so many ideas of how I'm going to move forward, but more importantly, how to take action, which began last night as we tuned into the course online." And the income stream could be worked into any business that you have. That's an income stream, could be worked anytime, anywhere. So what is your dream? So you've seen what's available. What is your dream? Top left of that picture there is Monaco. Some of the guys that are in Unlimited Success like to go to Monaco. They like motor racing, Formula One motor racing. That's not my thing, it's their thing. My thing is motorbikes. I happen to like motorbikes. They like motor cars. There is Rob on the right-hand side. You can see Rob and a chap called Dave with their sunglasses on there. Rob is flying a helicopter. He doesn't fly it as much as he used to, but Rob and Mark do fly a helicopter around. And bottom left there, you can see Dave again, and that is Paul and Anniko. And Paul and Anniko is one of the master trainers within Unlimited Success. And on the bottom right, that is Paul and Anniko again up in the helicopter with Mark and or Rob. And there is a picture, the ubiquitous picture of the cars. Yes, they have Ferraris and they have high performance cars. That's just, I guess, part of the trappings of success. And they will be there, the cars will be there. You can get pictures taken with the cars as well if you wish at the offices in Peterborough, because where you're going in Peterborough is the trading offices of Unlimited Success. You get to see the office, the cars, you get to see pictures on the wall and all that sort of carry on. But it's not about them, it's about you. It's about you and what is your dream. What do you wish for? Are you a bit fed up working in a job? Are you a bit fed up that you never seem to have enough money? Are you a bit fed up that you can't get your business to the next level? If that's you at all, this is the place to be. This is the place to be at the Business Lifestyle Summit on the 4th and 5th of February. There are some pictures of some of the previous events. You can see top right, there's that's classroom style, and bottom left is everyone sat at tables with workbooks, and that's a different kind of course. But you can see top right, that picture there, that's just one small section of the room, but that room is packed, lots of people applauding. You get a name badge with your name so that you can interact with other people, chat to other people. Teas and coffees will be all there. So it's a busy, busy event. And like I say, they always sell out. So I'm harping on about it long enough. Please, please, please do not be late. So why attend? Well, there you go. You're going to build knowledge and confidence. You're going to meet like-minded and very interesting people. You definitely will build knowledge, and that builds confidence. And you definitely will meet like-minded and interesting people. You do not tend to find very negative people at these events. Quite often, I hear it a lot. People come away and they say, I just got a boost of energy by being at that event. Everyone's so positive. It's great. Why is everyone so positive? Because they are teaching you what works. And the people there that are learning what works, they're learning all the things that work. And that gives you a confidence and a buzz. And it's like-minded and interesting people swapping stories, telling what works, and that gets incorporated. Now it says you can meet potential joint venture partners. There's been, I've probably lost count of the number of deals that people have done with each other. Once we've introduced people to this concept, people with money attend these things as well. Now, when I did my last Raising Angel Finance course, it's not just for people who want to borrow money, but sat in the audience were people who were looking for a home for their money. And at the end of the 2 days of that course, I asked if anyone wanted to invest, could they let me know? And people let me know privately. And over the course of 2 days, sitting in the room ready to go to a suitable project was £2.3 million amongst about 6 different people. And within about a week after that course, I think we had £600,000 out and working for someone. Someone who had a business idea and was frustrated and couldn't get it off the ground. They met someone at the event. There's a mechanism for that. There's contracts, obviously. It's not just a question of saying, here, John, meet Bill, and away you go. It was joint venture agreements. There's all sorts of simple paperwork that we have that allowed those joint venture partnerships to get going in whatever it was they choose to do. So you can conceivably meet joint venture partners there. One or two other people have met life partners there, but that's another story for another day. You can access the UK's leading trainers. These are people who are not only at the cutting edge of what they're doing, but they're very, very good at teaching. Very, very good at teaching you how to do it. Simon Coulson, Paul O'Mahony, they are both in the trenches, doing it on a day-to-day basis and learning what works. All the changes in internet marketing, all the changes in social media. The other speakers will teach you about all the changes that are happening in trading and all the changes that are happening in online selling. As they happen, they get to know about them first. So this is not, there's not going to be a time lag. You're not going to be taught anything that's out of date or anything that doesn't seem to work anymore. You're going to be given all the cutting edge strategies. And for those of you who know anything about online trading, you'll hear about Google changing their algorithms or Facebook changing their algorithms and all that sort of carry on. Well, again, that doesn't spook any of these guys because they're doing it all the time and they know how to cope, how to deal with it, and that information gets disseminated down. You'll also learn that you don't need money or experience. Now, there was an event 2 weeks ago and a 17-year-old chap was there. He hadn't even left school yet, but he couldn't wait to get started. So he didn't have any money, he didn't have any experience. If you're anything like me, you probably remember when you were trying to get your first job many years ago after leaving school and the frustration when you went from a potential employer to potential employer and they all said, well, it's great, you're great, everything's great, but you don't have any experience. And I remember banging my head against the brick wall saying, well, I'm not going to get any experience unless you give me a job. And they'll say, well, go away and get some experience and then come back and I'll give you a job. Well, you don't need experience, you don't need money to get started with any of these strategies. So if that's holding you back, then that's another reason why you should probably attend and find out how to overcome those kind of obstacles. And there's the event. As you can see, it's not 20 people in a room. There will be, I would think, a minimum of about 300 or 350 people in that room at the weekend, and it is well oversubscribed. So the dates are Saturday the 4th and Sunday the 5th of February in Peterborough. Saturday the 4th and Sunday the 5th. Do remember to turn up on time and be there for the start. If you need to book hotels, the Premier Inn Hampton's the closest one, but there's also the Days Inn and there's various other places around. I would, if you are coming and you need overnight accommodation, I would book that now if I were you. Okay, and here's a favorite quote of mine, favorite quote of Paul Smith's actually. Paul Smith likes this quote as well. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person doing it. Now, you will often hear, oh, well, that's easy for you, or that doesn't work, or, I've heard of all, I get all that all the time. I heard all about the internet marketing, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, or Amazon doesn't work, or something else doesn't work, or, property doesn't work, or trading doesn't work. You'll usually find that that's people who've tried something without having been taught how to do it properly. And if you just try at something, well, you're going to, and if you don't have the right mindset, it's probably likely you're going to give up at the first hurdle. That's certainly my experience with people anyway. So what is your dream? So all very well, you're hearing all of this and you're saying, well, it's all very well for you to fly around the helicopter and go to Monaco and stuff like that, but you probably have your own dream. You have your own dreams, desires, you have your own things that you want to do. Now, this screen is deliberately blank. There's no picture going up there because that's for your dream. You can put the pictures in there. And it might be cars, it might be houses, it might be holidays, it might be more time with your family, it might be buying art. I have a friend and that's his thing. He loves buying modern art. I'm not interested in it, but that's his thing. That's his dream. There's other people who want to make a difference. They want to provide housing for key workers or provide housing for the homeless, or they want to go to Africa and dig a well. Well, you can't do any of that without money. You have to have some money, and that's why you need a money mindset. That's why you need a wealth mindset, because without those things, you're not going to be able to achieve your dream, whatever that dream might be. So what is your dream? Now, if you don't know what it is, then you can come along to the Business Lifestyle Summit and you can listen to some of the strategies, and you might start to see your dream formulating before your very eyes. I have had emails from people, text messages from people, WhatsApps from people saying what a difference it's made, how great this is, looking for advice, being pointed in the right direction, looking for, there's no, I would say there's no magic bullet, but there is a secret sauce. There is a secret sauce, and that sauce is made up of a number of ingredients. And what we're going to do over this weekend is to give you the ingredients for that secret sauce. So you can claim tonight's bonus. There is a bonus. You'll be getting a link to that bonus, and it's called 6 Key Mindset Strategies. So you'll be able to claim that bonus very shortly. I will be giving you a link for that. I will send that out to everybody before the time is out. So you'll see me probably change the screen a little bit, do something to the screen, but then I will be sending out a link to that particular bonus. So to thank you for being here, we've been here for now 45 minutes, just to thank you for being here and for waiting and listening. There's going to be a special bonus. And something else I would encourage you to do, and that is this, is to join the Facebook community. There's the link there, facebook.com/groups/disruptive entrepreneurs community. If you're not already a member of that, I encourage you to join. There's also a podcast by Rob Moore called the Disruptive Entrepreneurs Podcast. It's now in 170 countries, I think. There's over 300,000 subscribers, and he's just finished his first year and done over 100 episodes in the first year. So it's only been going a year, but it's been very, very well received around the world. And there is a Facebook community that you can join. Now, I was never a big fan of Facebook before I discovered these groups. Facebook, for me, being sort of, over 30, was something for the youngsters. And I didn't want to really see about people posting pictures all the time of, cats and all that kind of carry on. So I wasn't really into Facebook. And then I started to join some of the groups. And the magic thing about those groups is the help and support that people want to give to each other. People come on there with questions, sometimes about tax issues and related to business, and someone will tag in someone who happens to be a tax expert. Or there'll be, you think of any business challenge that might have, and someone somewhere in that group will know the answer. There's a lot of people in that group now, and there's a lot of people in a number of the other groups that are there, and they will tell you about what those groups are and how you can join them. Some of them are closed. Most of them are closed groups, actually. It's by invitation only. If you're a business owner, if you're, I dare say, wanting to be a business owner, you're looking at doing all of this, then you can join the community. You can put your information in there and join the community. So those of you who have stayed and you want to know about the keynote speaker on the Business Lifestyle Summit on Saturday, the 4th of February, the keynote speaker is Joe Valenti. Joe Valenti was the winner of The Apprentice, and he is from Peterborough, and he owns a plumbing business. But there's much more to him than that. He's a very, very interesting guy. Very interesting, very entertaining, great fun. And he will be there being interviewed by Rob Moore. Now, Rob Moore is doing a keynote, and then he's bringing Joe Valenti in to do a keynote. And then there is a Q&A. Everyone will get a chance to ask questions. People that have been there, done it, got the t-shirt, you can ask them any question you like. So the keynote speaker on Saturday is Joe Valenti. And your bonus, I mentioned earlier on about the bonus for tonight only. It's the Brexit Survival Guide put together by Mark Homer. Mark Homer, the multimillionaire co-owner of Unlimited Success. And he owns a number of businesses and over 700 properties along with his partner, Rob Moore. They're both multimillionaires, and they are always keen to share their advice, to share all their knowledge and share their skills. And Mark has put that together, and it is a staggeringly useful piece of kit. So you will get the bonus when you come to the event. So when you come to the Business Lifestyle Summit on the 4th and 5th of February, you will be given a copy of the Brexit Survival Guide. So does anyone have any questions whatsoever, any questions at all? Put them all in the box at the side and let me know. I can see there's a few people saying a few things. The screen is probably gone. There we are. Lots of people saying lots of things. And there we are. Okay, so does anyone have any questions that they would like to ask? Any questions at all? Fire them through. Okay, so people in London, a lot of people saying thank you, lots of people saying, yep. Lots of people just see links, click watch the video. The people from the Netherlands, okay. So what's the meaning of live? What's the meaning of live? Well, it is live. CK, if you're still there and you don't think this is live, ask me a question. Ask me a question and I'll tell you it's live. There we go. Lots of people saying thanks, got it. And yep, no, it's very much live. I mean, if you want me to say the date and time, it's the 26th. It's just gone 9:15. I don't know. How can I prove that it's live? You can ask me a question. If you ask me a question, I'll tell you. Anyone want to ask any other questions other than the usual stuff about date, time, and so on? Dates and times. There is the link to the special report, which I will send out. So I'm going to send out the link to the special report. You should have that now. There's the link gone out to the special report. So you can click on that link and you will get your special report. Click on the link and you'll get your special report. There is the special report. The link has gone out. So if you have that, click on it and you'll get it. I checked it earlier on and it definitely does work. It definitely does work. So again, if anyone has any questions, yeah, a couple of people. Is it live? Of course it's live. You're watching it on YouTube, but it is broadcast live. That just happens to be the way it's set up. So there we are. Okay, yep, they're saying thank you, got it, good. People are starting to tell me that they've got it, got the link. It definitely does work. It works in Chrome and it works in Safari. It's been tested and it does work. I tested it just 5 minutes before we started. So thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, still a number of people online. Okay, lots of requests from people. What is the request? Oh, what's the request? Some people asking. Just looking through here. So whilst, if you have a question, please fire the question in and we'll see what we have. There we go. Okay. Okay, chat box. I can't see it. What's the link address? Oh, is that D-E-E, not just the letter D, but D-E-E-E. I can't see it. What's the link address? Well, I've sent it through already. I'll send it through again. Let me just see if I can reply to D only. There it is. So D, I have sent you a link. Samantha, you have not received it either. Okay, well, I'm going to send that directly to you. There we are, Samantha. Hopefully you've got that. Shahid, you're saying you can't see the link either. Rita, oh, you've got it. Thank you, Rita. Let me see. Can't see B. We'll fire that through. Okay, Max. Max is saying, where's the link? I can't see it. Right, Max, I'm going to send that to you. There you go. Got it. Thank you. That's people saying, got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. Good. Got it. So Max, there you are. You should have it. Right. Okay. 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 That's it. Got it now. Good. Lots of people saying that. Thank you. Got it. I did do it to everybody. So I sent the link to everyone. So everyone should have got the link. But not everyone did. So not everyone did. Sally can't see it either, said Sally. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Sally, let's reply to Sally then. There we are. Samantha still haven't. All right, okay. Reply and click on the link. It is a short link. It's a bit.ly link / with the number 2 and it ends in J. So there we are, Samantha, Sally. Yeah, lots of people are saying they're getting it. Good, clicking on it and getting it. Thank you. Where's the link? I can't see it. I've sent it to you, so it's been. Well, I don't think it's emailed to you, but it's certainly sent to you. Please let me know if you haven't got it. We've got 10 more minutes. If anybody wants to ask any questions or still can't get the link, let me know. Okay. Reply. There we are. I'll send that one through. Unable to see link. Okay, I'm going to send you the link. So the link will come up in your question box. Lovely, got it now. See you in February. Thank you. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Marsha. I can't see it in the email or junk mail. All right, because it's not being emailed to you, Marsha. It is here. It's going to be sent to you here. Can't see. Come on, B. There we go. Bash, bash, bash. It's there. There is the link. So let me just see any questions. Let's have a look at the link. Boom, 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 boom. Can't see. Come on, B. Can everyone see that link there now on the screen in front of me? It should be on the screen. It should be on your screen there. But I have sent it to people. I have sent it to you when you ask for it individually. There's Nasha. A link, please. Click on there. Whoops. Because as soon as I click on there, that goes away. Can't see. Come on, B. There we are. Brenda, not able to see the link. Okay. There's Brenda. Sean, not got the link. Apply. Can't see. Come on, B. I'm sending it. I seem to be sending it individually to everybody. But we don't want to do that. What we want to do is There it is there. There's the link. You should see the special report in front of you, and you should see the link there, http://bit.ly/. You have it from the screen. Thank you, Marcia. But I did send it in a chat box. You should have a chat box there that sends it through to you. Some people are saying they got it from the chat box, and some people are saying they didn't get it from the chat box. I have the link. Thank you from Kerry. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you, Kerry, wherever you are. Kerry, tell me where you are. Shout out from, give me a shout out from where you are. I keep thinking with a name like Kerry, you're going to be in Ireland or something like that, but you're probably somewhere in London or somewhere as windswept and interesting as Essex or something. Let me know where you are. But you got the link, that's great. Marcia, you got it from the screen there. I've put it on the screen there. That was remiss of me for not having it there earlier on, but we got it now. So final 5 minutes. Does anybody not have the link? If you don't have the link, let me know. Few people, still a lot of people online, which is great. There it is, still a lot of people online, which is great. If there are no further questions or no one else needs the link, then I will give it another couple of minutes and then I shall say adieu. But it is January the 26th. It's January the 26th, coming up for 9 p.m. And for those of you who were unsure that this was live, it is live. You have an opportunity in the chat box to leave a question. Thank you, Marcia. Marcia says she got it. She's got it from the screen. That must mean you must have the special report. That's great. See you next week. There's one here, so I'll have to click on that, send that to you. You haven't received it? Yes, you have. Command C, Command B. You're getting in the chat box. So, Ray, are the various sessions at the summit recorded? No, they are not recorded. Rita, thank you for asking the question. They are not recorded. No, it's for people who turn up live. It's not. It won't be recorded. It won't be streamed. It will not be recorded in any way. So if you want to see what's going on, you have to come. You have to come to Peterborough. But it's well worth it. Because with the recording and things like, okay, like this, you can ask questions, but you're not going to be able to ask questions. Thank you, Kerry. You're in North London. Thank you. You're not going to be able to ask questions. You're not going to get a breakthrough. You're not going to meet joint venture partners. You're not going to meet the array of interesting people that you will meet. I mean, it's, you know, it's a great event. It's a great social event as well as being just a great event to attend, and the dinner on the Saturday night where you can have dinner with the speakers. So thank you for the question, Rita, but the sessions at the summit are not recorded. Okay, who else do we have? Kanagratna, is that did I spell that correctly? Kanagratna. I have sent it to you a few times, but it's also on the screen here. If you're still there and you want to see it on the screen, there it is. It's there for you. So it says any questions. Underneath that, you will see on your screen, it now says bit.ly/2ISWZGJ. That happens to be the link. It's a bit convoluted because it should really sort of say bit.ly BLS 2017 or something, but that is the link. If you click on that, you will get your special report. So thank you, Shahid, thank you. People saying thanks for a good presentation. See you in February. Yes, you will see me there. I will be there on the Saturday. You'll get a chance to see me. Come and say hello. Come up and tell me if you were on the webinar, what you thought of it. It's a kind of newish system, so I don't know what normally I would know what you're seeing at the other side, but I don't have the ability to see what you're seeing at the other side. There probably is a way of doing it. I'm just a bit silly when it comes to these things and a bit technically incompetent, but I think we managed to get there. I think we managed to get through. And yep, you've got it. Good, that's great. You've got it now. You can see the link. You can click on there. Good. Okay, well, I think that's probably it now. If there are no further questions, I think we are probably finished for the evening. There's your final look at the special report. It's just coming up for 9 o'clock. If there are no other questions, then I will say good night on this chilly 26th of January evening, which is what it is, I will say good night, and I will go and tuck my children into bed. My kids are 7 and 9, the younger ones, and they'll be in bed and they'll be wanting daddy to come and tuck them in and probably read them a story and drag it out as long as they possibly can. Any of you've got kids will understand what I'm about to face. But no, I love it. Look forward to it. I spend a lot more time at home now than I used to, and I can pick my children up from school, take them to school, all the rest of it. So in the last 18 months, my life has completely changed as a result of Unlimited Success, and I hope yours will too. So without any further ado, I think I have one final request from Craig. Is it Craig? Please send me the link, he's saying. So I'll click on there. Let's see, come on, V, right, Craig. I have sent you it in Messenger, and it's also on the screen in front of you. So if you're still there, Craig, the link has been sent to you, and it's also on the screen in front of you. So final minute, we're probably countdown to the final minute. I said to you we would not last longer than an hour, and we will not last longer than an hour. That will be exactly an hour in 1 minute's time. So if nobody has any further questions or nobody needs the link anymore, I will say good night, adieu, bon voyage, à tout à l'heure, see you later, see you on the 4th and 5th, the Business Lifestyle Summit in Peterborough. And remember, if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. My name's been Ray McLennan. You've been great. Thank you for your questions, and good night.